Welcome to the Mr. Top 10 channel. In this channel, we choose the 10 best things and show them to you. If you like the idea, subscribe to the channel to see all our news. In this video, we will talk about the 10 best classic cars. Let's begin. Number 1. Jaguar E-Type. When someone like Enzo Ferrari describes a car as the most beautiful car ever made, you can be sure there will be no two opinions about it. The Jaguar E-Type was modeled after its predecessor and three-time Le Mans winner, the D-Type, taking its design to a whole new level. It was faster than a Ferrari at only a fraction of the price, and was in production from 1961 to 1975. The car is divided into 3 series, and those designated as Series 1, produced between 1961 and 1968, tend to hold the most value for collectors. Number 2. Porsche 911. The Porsche 911 represents vintage driving at its best, particularly during the golden era before the car's 1974 redesign. There's magic in the early 911, Haggerty says. It's an amazingly well-built machine that delivers one of the most honest driving experiences of any sports car ever built. Even by today's standards, first-generation 911s still have plenty of horsepower and can hold their own on the track. You can find one, even in mint condition, on eBay. Number 3. Aston Martin DB5. How could one possibly compile a list of classic cars without including this one? Made famous the world over for its starring role in the James Bond film franchise, the Aston Martin is the rare car that you might describe as suave. Sadly, the real-world version doesn't come packed with any special gadgetry, though its leather trim, wool carpeting, and ultra-stylish design are enough to turn heads as you cruise the streets in your best tux.
Now, I wasn't going to let Mark have all the fun, so I went and found...
Number 4. Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing. The Mercedes Gullwing might just be responsible for coining the term supercar. It was the fastest car of its time and is a bona fide racing champion. It has a gorgeous retro-futuristic look that is completed by the gullwing doors for which it is named. The SL stands for Super Light. Mercedes previously called it Sport Light, referring to the lightweight and streamlined chassis. While we have seen fancier-looking gull wings on newer car models, sometimes it's hard to beat an original. Number 5. Chevrolet Camaro. One of the quintessential American car makers, Chevrolet had been butting heads with fellow automotive giant Ford for a long time. That rivalry reached its zenith in the 60s with the release of the Ford Mustang. Chevrolet began work on a car that was even more powerful, codenamed Panther. This was revealed to be the Camaro, which quickly took charge as a supercar to be reckoned with. While the Camaro has gone through several iterations over the years, the classic model with its twin racing stripes is still hard to beat. Number 6. Ford Boss Mustang. When a car model has Boss right in the name, you know it means business. The Boss 302 was born out of a long-running rivalry with Chevrolet, in which Ford aimed to unseat the Camaro as the king of the road. The result is one of the true icons of the automotive world, with a slick aesthetic and a performance that really puts the muscle in muscle car. You want an even more powerful option? There is the Boss 429, which had to be modified from the original just to accommodate the engine. Number 7. Lamborghini Miura. Lamborghini set the standard for supercars across the world, quite literally. The Miura was the first racing car to have a rear mid-engine layout, which is the same configuration seen in all racing cars nowadays. It was the flagship of the Lamborghini brand and remained in production until 1973. And when it comes to high performance and high profile cars, it is simply one of the best. Number 8. Corvette Stingray. The Stingray was the second generation of Corvettes and took the popularity of the brand to dizzying new heights. While the original Corvette was a fine car in its own right, the Stingray blew it out of the water on all fronts. It was smaller, more maneuverable and faster than the previous models, and was the first American car in the DeSoto in 1942 to have hidden headlights that pop up when the engine's turned on. Number 9. Ferrari 250 GTO. The GTO is the blueprint for all subsequent Ferrari models and helped to inspire competing car brands to up their game. With its popping red color and beautifully streamlined body, it's hard not to see why. The GTO is widely considered to be one of the best racing cars in the world, and is certainly the most expensive, selling for a staggering $48.4 million at auction in 2014. It is even rumored that a private sale of the original model may have taken place for a jaw-dropping $70 million. Number 10. Ford Model T. Of course, if we are going to make a list of all-time classic cars, then we really should doff our hats to a true classic, the Ford Model T. Legendarily available in any color as long as it's black. This is one that really is reserved for the most hardcore fans of automotive history, with a design that most would consider incredibly archaic. There is no denying, however, that Henry Ford laid down a path that would lead to the United States becoming a major player in the global automotive market. And where would our Mustangs be without the Ford T to pave the way? In the end, if you liked the video, give me a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.